Ladies World. This is our Royal Rumble preview. Okay. These are the matches that we have so far. Let's save that one for last because I'm very excited. Evidently, Logan Paul's the U.S. champion. Kevin Owens is going after the title. Kind of hope Kevin Owens wins. I'm not sure because I think WWE has big things planned for Logan Paul, but so I'm not sure that's going to happen. Even though it probably should, in my opinion. Let's see. We have the men's rumble and the women's rumble. I know Nia Jax is in the women's rumble because she's already declared that she will go after Rhea Ripley. And I've heard rumblings of Rhea Ripley may be turning babyface. No pun intended with the word rumblings. Let's see. I really don't know. Like, I don't know who all will be in it. Because I don't know if there's going to be a women's title match on the card yet. I'd like to see Bianca Belair go in there and destroy them all and win it, but that's just me. As far as the men's rumble goes, I believe that Seth Rollins is taking on either The Rock or John Cena at the Rumble. Or is The Rock going to be in the Rumble? If The Rock's going to be in the Rumble, he'll win it, unfortunately. For the world title. So, let's see. Now, I would say someone that I wanted to win it, but he's not going to be in it. Because he's going to be in the world title match, the Universal title match. But anyway, as far as the men's rumble goes, good grief, it's up in the air. Finn Balor's an excellent choice, as far as I'm concerned. Gunther, although I guess he's injured. So, like I said, unless they're planning on having either The Rock or Cena in the Rumble, in which case they will win, unfortunately. So I don't know exactly what the plan is there. I know what I'd like to see, personally. I'd like to see like Finn Balor or somebody a little more unexpected win it. That's my opinion. Now, the Universal title match. Roman Reigns will defend against Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. Now, obviously, I want AJ Styles to win. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But I would really like that, as you probably already know. So when I heard that, I was like, me watching Royal Rumble. So, yeah, I'm excited. I want to see it. I haven't seen AJ wrestle in ages. Because he was hurt and he hasn't been on a pay-per-view in ages. I hate that it's a four-way dance. But, you know, It is a way to allow Roman Reigns to lose the title without being pinned. So that may be what they're doing. Is he won't be involved in the pinfall, but he'll lose the title. But if I had to think like WWE, it's either going to be Orton or Knight. I don't think Knight's ready yet. In my opinion, I don't think he's ready yet for that. He's a great wrestler, don't get me wrong. He's still too green. Even though he's great at what he does, he's still too young, too green to take on the responsibility of being champion, in my opinion. So that leaves Orton and Styles. Styles, we already know, can run with the ball straight through the end zone without an issue, and we know Orton can do the same thing. So either one would work. I think they're planning on giving it to Orton. That's my opinion, even though I'd like to see Styles with it. I think Knight's getting pushed. He's getting experience on big stages, but he's not there yet. He needs more big stage experience. He needs more seasoning as a wrestler. Some guys, when they're young, just are automatically ready. AJ Styles had been wrestling 4 years when he entered TNA in 2002 and became the NWA champion, which is insane. And he probably was too green for it, but he did it. You know, he carried it well, to the point that he carried it 2 or 3 times. So they weren't terribly worried about him not carrying it well, but it was a small company at the time, so he wasn't carrying the World Wrestling Federation on his shoulders at 20... how old was he? Let's see. At 25 years old. You know, that just would not have been proper. Although they did it with Lesnar, which is ridiculous. But it's one of the reasons I don't like Lesnar. Was he was handed everything on a silver platter almost from day one without paying his dues at all. And I'm sure that the older guys agree with that. Pay your dues. I'm old-fashioned when it comes to my wrestling. I believe you pay your dues. So, and that was another reason why I felt that David Von Erich was ready for the world title. He paid his dues more than his brothers did. And I think it should have been Kevin after him, not Harry. I think Kevin was mentally in a better space to do it. And it paid his dues more than Kerry, my opinion. But like I said, LA Knight is still young. I have no doubt he'll be a world champion in the next couple of years. Kid's amazing. But he's a kid. He needs seasoning. He needs more big match experience. That's just my opinion. So, Reigns is just, well, he's Reigns. I don't have an issue with Roman Reigns per se, okay? Because he worked his way up, and so did Orton. Orton got his butt kicked more times. So I don't have a problem with that. Yes, they're second generation wrestlers and blah, blah, blah. But they didn't get anywhere because they were second generation wrestlers. Even though Roman Reigns' daddy and uncle tried at one point to intervene on his behalf, they didn't need to. He was already well above their level of what they were when they wrestled. So they didn't need to do that. And it only was bad for him in the fans' eyes. Because, like, what the hell? What the actual hell? You know, why are they sticking their nose in something that they don't need to be? You know? He's not being treated unfairly because he's their kid and nephew. I don't think it matters much. Because he's that good. So, and he's the archetype physically of what Vince McMahon wants for his champion. So, but I am astonished that AJ's in the match. Happy, but astonished. I was astonished when AJ became champion the first time. The second time blew my mind because nobody was expecting it. When he won it in Saudi Arabia, nobody was expecting that. I really didn't when AJ came to the World Wrestling Federation, or I'm sorry, World Wrestling Entertainment, I did not expect him to succeed. Not because AJ isn't the best, because he is. He's the best in the ring. He's incredible on the microphone now. It took a long time for that to happen because he's so shy. And such a quiet, almost meek, gentlemanly man, that for him to really get on the mic and have some fun, it took a while. Where was I going? Oh, I didn't expect him to succeed for two reasons. One, he was not, even though he's in good shape, he's muscular, he looks good, he's not Vince McMahon size, like the size that Vince McMahon prefers for his champions. I mean, he's under 6 feet tall, right around 200 pounds. So he's not at all the size that Vince McMahon likes for a champion. Two, he's Southern. He's got a Southern drawl. Vince McMahon also doesn't like that. So, and I knew that Vince had tried to bury Dusty Rhodes. When Dusty Rhodes was there. Dusty was Southern. Dusty was overweight. Sorry, Dusty. He would tell you that, though. But he was everything else. He was charismatic. He was awesome on the microphone. He could move in the ring like a 190-pound guy at 300 pounds. But he got buried by being attempted to be buried by giving the common man gimmick and the dotted, spotted tights. And, well, guess what? It didn't work. He was the American dream. Which is where the common man gimmick came from. The American dream wasn't going to get buried because everyone knew who he was. Everyone knew he was a 3-time NWA World Champion, even if he never got near the World Wrestling Federation Championship, which he didn't, of course. Everyone knew who he was. He was already a legend. You weren't going to bury a legend. And perhaps Vince learned from that with AJ and decided that fans would be pretty mad if he buried AJ in the undercard. So he knew. He also knew when AJ came in that AJ had been not only an NWA champion, not only a TNA champion, but one of like 3 Americans to hold the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which is a gigantic honor for an American. It's only AJ, Brock Lesnar, and one other American that I cannot think of. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I know Kenny Omega held the IWGP US title, and I believe he held the IWGP Heavyweight title later. So that's 4, because there is someone else, and I can't think of who it was. Vader? Yes, Vader. Okay, so it's Lesnar, Vader, Styles, and Omega. But I think in order, it's Vader, Lesnar, Styles, Omega. So for an American to be given that title is not someone you want to bury in the undercard. So what would have been nice is when he debuted at the Royal Rumble in 2016, if he'd won it, but yeah. So it will be interesting to see who's in the Rumble. I'm going to say Sami Zayn will probably be in it. Oh my gosh. My brain! Members of Judgment Day, members of Gunther's faction, Imperium. It's hard. I want to say both the Usos will be in. I don't know. In the Women's Rumble, I'm going to say Zoe Stark. I know Nia Jax. I'm going to say Raquel Rodriguez and a few others, but I don't. Bianca Belair. I know Charlotte Flair's not going to be there because she just had major knee surgery. So, I can't really predict who's going to win. I will write them down as they come out for each Rumble, as I did last year, and mark them off as they leave, as I did last year. Made it very easy to review. You know what I mean? So, that's the plan. I don't know when Logan Paul won the U.S. title, but whatever. Not a fan. Excuse me. They brought him in to bring in a different audience. That's what they did. To bring in his YouTube audience, which is not me. Anyway, I know lots of kids who like Logan and Jake Paul. Well, I know a few kids who like them, so I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So that is our preview. I hope that It gave you an idea. Certainly gave you my opinions and the direction in which I think they're going. I try to give you both. I try to give you what I want, and I try to give you my opinion of where they're going, which doesn't always line up. So they're not really predictions. Well, I guess my opinion of where they're going are kind of predictions, but we'll see how accurate I am. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, maybe later today. I'm not sure. Depends. So I will see you. Remember, go to our first Advent video. Hashtag UltaBeauty and your Instagram handle. And follow Punky's World on Instagram. And I will get a hold of you over there as the winner of the giveaway. Thank you so much, guys. And if this giveaway doesn't work out, which I'm going to end it in another week, that's fine. We'll do another giveaway when we have more subscribers. We're at 102 now, I believe. We're trying to get to 200 by St. Patty's Day, and we can do it. So please, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the bell. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Mwah.